Hi guys, and welcome to the State of Crypto, one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 244, Technical Analysis Edition. Now, like I said yesterday, we're only going to do technical analysis on the weekend unless some major news happen. And yeah, so if you're catching this from live, welcome. And if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you're thinking. Now, if you want to be updated with the latest crypto-related news, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us when the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. Links in the description, so is a link to the amazing articles I will cover here on this stream. So, yeah, technicals only, right? Happy Sunday, guys. I hope you're having a great time tonight. Like I said, thank you for joining us on a Sunday night. We're trying to figure out what's going to happen with Bitcoin throughout maybe this next couple of days. It's going to depend on a couple of factors, right? A couple of things we've noticed that are out there. And that are one of them is a little bit worrying in the short term. The rest, I do believe they could still be slightly undefined, right? I did look at the market today prior to the stream starting, and I noticed some things, like I said, mainly on the 1 hour chart. And I'll talk about those as soon as I get to Bitcoin, right? So let's jump on to the technicals. What is happening? Money's flowing into the cryptosphere, which is good. Now we're making negative momentum. We're making less of it. We're still sitting bought at 63.7985. 63.85 now. And we're making the same high that we're making back here, right? That's not necessarily good right now until we confirm we're going higher highs. Because right now we'll be creating a type 2 bearish divergence, right? Going to the same height and going lower, right? And lower on the RSI and the MACD, right? We're going from positive momentum to negative momentum and on a high on the RSI to a lower point. So again, this could still go on higher, right? And this could start to make its positive momentum island. And we can negate this. Right now we have it. Just got to point it out. Whether or not it plays out, it's still yet to be determined, right? We still have a couple time for this to keep on developing. We have a couple more days. So just keep an eye out for this, right? This can go higher, and then this can start making positive momentum, and then we'll just keep on tracking from there. That is for market cap. Yesterday, like I said, gaining 2.44, sitting at 6.21 billion. Today, gaining 5.82 billion, or approximately 2.24% also. Sitting at $266.86 billion. The Bitcoin dominance at 67.96. Yesterday, we gained a little bit, 0.50%. Today, we're losing 0.20%. Sitting at 67.95% market cap. The price of Bitcoin, where's it at? 9,863. Miscalled that one. 9,863.57. What we're seeing here, right? We finally got above that 9,650 that we knew was a potential resistance. We managed to close above it yesterday. So from then on, we're starting to climb, which is good. I'm back in on Bitcoin at 9,680. Reopen that same position I closed, and I'm just gonna keep on watching here, even though we're making negative momentum, right? And we're much lower than the previous high. That would be this one. So from the most immediate high, that would be this one here, to the new point that we're making today, right? Just let me make sure this is gonna be on the daily. And so looking at that, right? Look at this, right? Strong bearish divergence starting to develop. Like I said, negative momentum still there. We could negate it and start making a new positive momentum island. Still yet to be determined though, right? And we're sitting bought on the RSI at 64.0. So we finally now have something to call here today. We didn't have anything yesterday. And I'm glad that something's showing up. Like I said, this can keep on building and we can determine whether or not we're going to hold it. Now, what else? What else is happening here with Bitcoin? I think that's it for Bitcoin on this time frame. Yeah, above that 9,650, right? What's happening on the weekly? We closed the week, right? Managed to get above that area as well, right? Do we have anything bearish on the weekly? Yeah, we're starting to create a hidden bearish divergence on the weekly. I might just put it on a different chart. Maybe this one will work. Just to point this out, high to a lower high. and positive momentum to more positive momentum, right? And on the RSI, we don't have it. We're slightly lower still. So again, this could start putting some pressure downwards on the price on the weekly. I do believe we could still make a run for it, right? Certainly get to this area over here at like 10,436. That would be close to this area here, right? 10,000, I believe it's 10,250, right? So again, between this area, we could probably get to these highs again. It's going to be determined by how quickly we can get above this 10,250 and how strong we are when we get there. Now, those are things that I'm looking at on the weekly. Like I said, that bullish divergence from way back here, from March 9th, still playing. We're opening the week green, so it's all good. Like I said, let's wait and see how this keeps on developing, right? Now, that's it for Bitcoin on the weekly. We already talked about it on the daily. Let's move on to the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, look at this, right? We're going definitely higher than the previous high. This is what I was talking about. This is when it starts to get a little bit iffy for Bitcoin right now. Because we're going to a higher high on the price. Oh, fuck, I forgot. Hit cancel. Sorry, guys. We're going to a higher high on the price. And we're coming to a much lower point here on the MACD, right? Creating strong bearish divergence, potential action to downside. Now, this island, it's still developing, right? It's just 4 candles long, so about 16 hours worth of candles. We still have, we could still go on building it. This would have to really get really high for this to get over this positive momentum, right? So make more positive momentum than we had before. And it's going to take a while. So it's going to take a lot of strength, right? Maybe getting above this area could certainly get us probably to this higher, slightly higher. And then we could be talking about potential negation of this strong bearish divergence that we have, right? Sorry, it seems like I'm getting tongue twisted today. We have these going on, right? And look here, we have two things going on, right? On the same time frame that we have the bearish divergence happening on the MACD, we have it on the RSI, right? But I'll just shift it up a little bit because I want to show you guys this. In a shorter time scale, right? This 4-hour span, we're going also to that higher point. I just want to make sure everything's going to be tight here. Yep. We're coming to this lower point again, right? So higher high in the price, less positive, lower point on the RSI, right? So again, we're creating this double, let's say, bearish divergence. So again, we can start facing pressure, and that could potentially mean action to the downside. Like I said, this can still go on building, and we can negate it. This could still rise, and we can negate this one, and we could really rise a lot and try to negate this one, right? So it's still building up. Just keep on tracking it, right? Right now for me is worrying because I opened a position at 9,680. So somewhere around here, and we have divergence, right? I knew it was a risk, and I still took it. I'm hoping it pays out to the upside, and otherwise I'll probably exit maybe 9,650. Haven't really set up my exit yet. I'm still waiting to see if this is going to run. Potential exit here, like I said, 9,650. That's about it right now, right? Sitting bought at 64.13 on the RSI. Let's go to the 1-hour chart. What's happening on the 1-hour, right? Also, on the more immediate term, right? High, higher high on the price, right? And look at where we're at. Positive momentum, less positive momentum, high on the RSI, low on the RSI. We're overbought. Right now we're sitting bought still. Sitting bought at 64.91. But again, we're having that strong bearish divergence that could mean potential action to the downside, right? Stuff that I'm looking for. Like I said, we have it in the 4 hours. We have it on the 1 hour. It's a little bit worrying because my position was open somewhere around this area, right? Where's the 80? Right here. So I knew we were probably going to get a bounce of the 20, which was good. We held the 20. We bounced to a higher point, but we're creating bearish divergence. So again, we could start flagging, maybe go up again once more. It might not be as strong. We could even not even make the previous high, and then break from there, right? Another one is that we go up stronger and we still create divergence, right? And maybe we crash from there. Again, if we go higher, we can still track this divergence to the new high, right? Wherever we go here, and determine whether or not we have divergence. Right now, that's something that could play out. And something else I'm looking at right now is how we're going to consolidate after this impulse up, right? And that's probably going to tell us where we could potentially go on the 1 hour. And like I said, we could go higher, not even get this high and break. We could go higher, create divergence break, or we could go higher and negate this. Now, it's going to take a lot of strength for this to get negated, right? We're going to have a really, really nice strong pump. And I'm not sure we're going to get it yet. It's going to be depending on however Europe comes in at 2 in the morning, or what happens in the next hour. Usually after I leave the stream at 11, we do get some wild moves. So, you know, like that wild Pokemon appear, right? When you were playing the Pokemon on the Game Boy, right? And yeah, like as soon as I leave, like wild movements happen on Bitcoin for some reason. Anyways, that's stuff I'm looking for. And partly why I'm a little bit worried about the movements of these of Bitcoin, right? Sitting bought on the RSI at 64.91. You know, you think you'll wake up to 10,000 plus Bitcoin, 100 on your long? Maybe, man. Maybe, right? I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm worried a bit right now. A movement to a downside could certainly see us face the 20 again. And we could see where we're going to take it from there. Now, on the 4 hours, I think we're also above the 20, so we could see us hit the 20, right? Again, this can keep on building, so just watch out for this, guys. Again, big chance, not big chance, there's a chance we could go down, right? That there's we do have technicals that could mean action to a downside and downward pressure on Bitcoin. Now, remember how I told you guys about DVT? I'm still trying to get my in, man. I changed my strategy, right? Right now, I don't think you can see it here. Oh, yeah, you can. That little yellow dot, that's where I have my position, 5.0. Am I going to get it? I'm not sure, man. There's a lot of people willing to sell up here, right? And not a lot of people willing to buy down here, so this could still go on rising. Something that's worrying me is that this position right here, it's 3.26 million DVTs, man. That is a lot of DVTs being sold at this area, and it could certainly place a stop on the price action to the upside. It could act as a ceiling. So again, I'm doubting my position open at 50 because if we buy that 5.6, it moves on to that 5.7. It's going to take a lot of buying power to get out of there. So it could be stuck on this area for a while. So if I don't get in at 5, man, I should probably place my in at 4.7, but still yet to be determined, right? I'm waiting for this, right? That's fine. It'll be 500,000 soon. All right, cool. Anyways, like I said, that's what's happening with DVT, right? We'll talk about DVT later on. I just want to talk about it real quick on the stream because I'm waiting for my position to play out there. It's one of those small assets that one of the users told us about. Actually, Bitcoin Yeg was the one that brought it over. And I started to look at it. It looks like a good project, right? I'm not getting paid by them. I'm not advocating for them. It seemed like something I would like to get into. Yeah, the team, I talked with some of the team, right, for the DVT people, and they seem like pretty cool guys. So, yeah, I'm willing to give their asset a shot and see where it goes, right? Anyways, onto Ethereum. What is happening with Ethereum dominance? Yesterday gained 0.60. Today's gaining 1.68. Sitting at 8.95% market cap. Again, I'm waiting for this to go higher, right? And get above 9. Get above 10 again. Ethereum sitting at $215.17. We finally broke above the 618, right? Remember when a user came in and asked for potential channels for the weekend? There it is, man. We called them, right? We said to the upside 193 to 213 or whatever this is up here, 213.21. And then I said to the downside, we could certainly get to this area here, the 50% that was here at 189, or even all the way down here to 166. Like I said, it's going to depend on what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin went up, Ethereum went up. So of course we're getting this movement to the upside. Getting above the 20 was key. And again, today it's opening, right? This was Saturday, this was Sunday. So we closed within the ranges that I called. That's good. And then Sunday we managed to move above the 20, which is giving us some bullish impulse today. Now, sitting bought on the RSI at 60.90. Let's go to the 4 hour. The 4 hour, what's happening, right? Moving up, that's good. Do we have divergence? Yes, we do from a previous time frame, right? Again, just like Bitcoin. And I'll make the same observation. This positive momentum island, it's still developing. It could still go on developing. and this can get negated, but right now we would have this divergence. We don't have it on the RSI, and what's worrying me right now about getting this divergence is that we're sitting overbought at 73.54. There's a chance this pressure could be enough to, and we're close to a old resistance that could bring the price down over to this area and potentially move it down. If we manage to hold the 618, I believe we're at. Yeah, 618 at 213.27 or whatever it was. There's a chance we could this could move down, hit here, and try to bounce. Right? There's that chance. Otherwise, a movement to downside on that bearish divergence could certainly see us go over here and maybe hit that 20, wherever the 20 is by the time we're moving down. Right? It'll keep on building and changing. Like I said, overbought at 73.57. Now, let's go to the 1 hour. And just like Bitcoin, right, we're going slightly higher, and this is still building, and we're going lower, right, on that momentum, right? So positive momentum, less positive momentum. And I forgot to anchor the first one, and I'm going to have to anchor both now. Anchor them to the 1 hour time frame, right? That way we know we talked about this stuff. Now, this is bearish divergence, again, showing up on Ethereum, just like Bitcoin has. Potential movement to the downside. Like I said, moving down, could certainly see us hit this area again. As you can see here, we moved down on this red candle, right? The previous hour hit the 618 beautifully, right? We did hit that low at 213.20, and where do we have that? Oh man, it's loading. It's taking forever, man. Right, there we go. 23, right? So like 3 cents off from where we are at. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. We're like right on target, right on the movements. Again, we're bouncing from there, trying to get higher, and this can get negated very easily. We don't have it on the RSI, right? So all it takes is this to pump a little bit more in Ethereum, the price, and then it just goes there, and then that's it. We don't have that bearish divergence. That's good. Now, a movement to the downside, like I said, could potentially see us hit this area again and test it. I'm not sure if we're going to be strong enough to hold it, but if we are, then we could be talking about potential prices to the upside. Like I said, we're probably going to have this divergence across the markets. And it could be worrisome because the whole market being in bearish divergence could mean the whole market could make a move to the downside, right? Overbought at 77.34. Again, bigger chance that we move to the downside. We're overbought. We want to get back to neutral. There's a chance we could come down, right, on the price, get back to this neutral area, bought or neutral area, and then try to rally again. That is a possibility. It's there. Just gotta mention it so you guys are aware of that. And let's see how this keeps on playing out, right? Like I said, this could keep on building, and that'll be fine. It could come down here, touch this area and bounce, or we could go lower, try to cool off a little bit, and then try to run from there. That's it for Ethereum. Let's move on to XRP. What's happening with XRP dominance? Yesterday lost 1.46%. Today is losing 0.10%. Sitting at 3.40% of market cap. The price of XRP at 20 cents, 20.636 cents. Finally, man, finally getting above this 20.339 area. But again, we have the 20 to look forward to. I'm not sure we're going to break above it. That negative momentum still decreasing, and neutral on the RSI at 52.38. Now, if Bitcoin goes down, there's a big chance XRP could come down with it. And we don't want to. I don't want to see XRP going lower, man. For reals, it's just underperforming the rest of the cryptosphere. It's so sad to see this happening with XRP, man. That's it, man. Nothing else happening here. So let's go to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, right? Same stuff that I called over on Ethereum, right? We're going to a higher high. And we're coming lower here on the price, right? So on the positive momentum, less positive momentum. So again, stuff we gotta watch out for. We don't have it on the RSI, which is fine. Just sitting bought at 63.02. And this can keep on building, right? This new positive momentum island is not that old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles, right? Or 7, yeah, candles at 4 hours. So again, waiting for this to keep on building. We did hit the 20 like we said we could, right? I think we were here last night. We're here. We said, look, we're probably gonna go up here again, test, and then from there we'll see where we go. There, if we don't go up, we'll probably hit the 20. Try to use it as support. This stuff we always say, right, on this channel. You go up, you test the resistance. We failed, move to a 20, we stay as support, and what happens? We catapulted from it, right? So if you watch this channel, you probably already know what I'm talking about when I say these things. Hey, Troy, how's it going, man? Thank you for joining us tonight on this awesome Sunday night, man. Again, this can keep on building, right? I would like to see XRP really get above 21.3 cents, man. Actually, I want to see it get above 22. To be honest, I want to see it above 30 cents again. I'm not sure we're going to see that soon, but I really wish XRP would get above 30 cents. It'll give me a good chance to cancel probably my hodling bag, man. I'm tired of hodling XRP, man. I've just been doing so much better trading than with my hodl experiment. I think I'm just going to call it at that, man. You know, I'm just going to quit my hodling experiment and move on to actually trading it again. Because every time I traded, even on shorter movements, like movements from here to here, right, and up, I made profit without having the hodl bag, right? So again, hodling bag not performing really good. Trading bag right now is performing better. So that's all I can say for my XRP. Now that's it on the 4 hours. We have this divergence, like I said, bought at 62.69. Let's go to the 1 hour. On our chart, do we have the divergence? Do we? Let's see. Alrighty, this was today, right? So, right on. So from yesterday, or today, until today, right? Earlier on the morning, we created bearish divergence, right? Action to the downside. And down we moved, right? Now we're going slightly higher. We're trying to increase here. This is 28. This is 29. And even this over here would be 30. So I'll take it from this one to here, right? And I'll actually anchor this one to here, to where I had it. And they go from here to here. We're also going lower, right? Creating strong bearish divergence again. Will we move down? Still yet to be determined. Now, we're sitting bought on the RSI at 62.27. We don't have anything on the RSI, right? We just have the bearish divergence strong on the MACD. Second time we developed it. So again, a move into downside could certainly see us come down here and hit that 20.339. So again, we do have this going on the markets. On Ethereum, I forgot to call something out. I just remember something I wanted to say. I don't like this consolidation. Right? The one we're starting to make, it just seems like it's going to be upsloping. That's going to get us exhausted, and we're going to end up breaking down. Right? Look at this. It's red candle, right? Indecision, right? Almost like it's spinning top today. Are already starting to move up. But again, not the best consolidation, right? Worrying. This starts to give me like signs that I should potentially not open a trade on Ethereum or close a trade on Ethereum, right? So that's why the way I'll be looking at this, unless we really kill this divergence, and I wouldn't be worrying about that. But again, upsloping consolidation usually breaks down. On XRP, right? Since that we're rising still, and we really haven't started to consolidate. Now we did get some pullback here, and that's that could start talking about potential. This candle could be the start of consolidation. It could be upsloping as well, and that could potentially break us down. And now finishing XRP, moving on to Litecoin. Sorry guys, I think a mosquito bit me, and I'm itching like in a couple areas, so probably got like a couple mosquito bites. Now it's having a Litecoin dominance. Yesterday lost 1.54. Today it's gaining 1.79. Sitting at 1.10% market cap. The price of Litecoin at $45.65. Beautifully getting above that 20. Let's see if we can hold it on the daily. In this really nice candle coming in. Neutral on the other side, 53.70. We don't have anything else going on. Last thing we had was this hidden bullish, and we've just been climbing from there. Now let's go to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, man, obviously, right, just like the rest of the cryptosphere, we've just been calling this out again. Seems like a replay of the market, right? With higher price, lower on that positive momentum, it's going to take a higher pump for this to get higher and negate it. This is all part of the same positive momentum island. We have not made positive momentum here. And we're going higher on the RSI, so it's fine. Sitting bought at 68.85. Again, potential movement to downside coming in on Litecoin. Let's go to the 1 hour. Alrighty, cool. Finally something different. We're making positive momentum, that's fine. Now, from here to here, we did create some bearish divergence, right? So from there to there, and from here to here. I'll just anchor this in the 1 hour, man. I forgot to anchor the first one as well. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, so we moved down again below 20. We managed to rally. Why? Because Bitcoin pump. Getting this really nice candle coming in right now. And again, going higher than the previous highs that we had on the positive momentum, right? And also on the RSI, we're actually overbought at 76.07. And this is good, man. We don't have bearish divergence. Finally, an asset that doesn't have that bearish divergence on the 1 hour. But again, if Bitcoin goes down, this will very likely go down with it. Nothing to call here. Very nice rally on Litecoin, right? Actually 4% since the 7 p.m. candle, right? 4.51% gains, 4.44. Performing better than even Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just gone up like 2%. Ethereum up 3%. XRP up 2.50. And Litecoin, man, like a champ, 4.44. Again, I'm not really looking to open a position on Litecoin, even though it has been performing good lately. It's just probably not something I want to get into. Binance. Yesterday, moving down 1.19. Today, up 0.26% of market cap. Still got 0.97% of market cap. Again, I wish this was up 1%. The price of Binance at $16.69. Getting above the 20 finally, which is good. Negative momentum still decreasing. Neutral on the RSI at 46.64. Nothing to call since we had this hidden bullish divergence. Now let's go to the 4 hour. By the way, yesterday I said the first asset that I got into was XRP. Or my introductory asset. I think it was yesterday, 2 days ago, when we were talking about the gateway, Bitcoin being the gateway coin into the crypto market, and then people moving on to alts. I'll clarify that. XRP was the first coin I actually bought with cash. I was mining. I was doing not mining. I was doing faucets before for Bitcoin, right? And I was really hesitant to get into Bitcoin. But the first asset that I got into was certainly XRP. That's the first one I bought with cash, and then I started to acquire other assets like Bitcoin, etc., and started to do some trading with that as well. But yeah, I just wanted to clarify that point because I did say that my first coin was XRP. That would be my first bought coin, but my first coin that I actually held in a wallet was Bitcoin with the faucets, and I still claim from some of those faucets. Now, some of you that are new to this might not know what a faucet is. A faucet is a website where you can go into and basically perform claims every hour or every X amount of minutes. And you'll get some amount of Bitcoin or sats just to, all you have to do is go in, maybe solve a CAPTCHA with pictures, and that's it. You claim and you get fractions. Sometimes it's not even worth the time you put into, right? Before, faucets used to pay really good amounts. Right now they pay negligible amounts. I think you get maybe, if you're lucky, 10 sats most of the time, and then from there you go to 200. You have to roll a really high number. But again, that's a way that you can start adding Bitcoin passively. If you don't have anything to do, just claim daily from the faucet, and you'll just get minor amounts of Bitcoin. In the end, it all adds up. Anyways, yeah, Bitcoin Jake saying, wait, he did faucets. They paid 10,000 sats. First time I started doing faucets was around 2016, I think. 2016, 2017. I think it was 2016. Then I took out a good amount of sats. They weren't paying 10,000. They were paying some good amounts, but remember faucets that gave 10,000 Litoshis? Yeah, there's actually a small game for Android where you can you'll get 2 tries and you'll start rolling through, and if you get to that little square with an L, you'll move on to the next tier, and then it'll start rolling through, and you can gain something of that. The highest you can get is 100,000 Litoshis. Yeah, I used to do that. They pay out every 20,000 Litoshis. I think that's the only Litecoin I actually hold. I'm not buying it. When I say I'm not getting into it, it means I'm not going to buy that coin or that asset. But, that's about it. I stopped claiming on that small game. Bitcoin Alien or whatever they are. They also have a couple of Bitcoin games for the cell phone where you can claim some sats. But again, they pay very little. Not worth the time sometimes. And Bitcoin Jake has an Antminer plus script algorithm. Does having an Antminer L3 pay for your electricity bill? Doesn't it get too expensive already? Let me know, man, because I'm really interested on whether or not it starts to get too expensive for you to mine with that, right? All right, you have utilities included. All right, so your landlord basically pays for the utilities. So yeah, he pays a electricity bill, which you're probably running like crazy, man. Anyways, going higher, right? Let's look at this, man. We have the same divergence that we had on the rest of the market on Binance. Sorry if I got a little bit distracted while doing this analysis. I just want to talk about the faucets and clarifying a point I made 3 streams ago, right? Just so we're all clear on the record. Moving higher right now at 61.94 on the RSI. That makes us bought. And again, this can keep on building. Just keep on watching out for this. Chance we could come down and hit the 20 again. But again, give time to build or develop, right? Let's move on to the 1 hour. Again, I think I haven't done this throughout the stream. If you guys like what we do, hit that like, that bell, and that sub to be notified when we go live. Thanks for joining us. This is State of Crypto, your home. We'll keep on doing this, right? Let's go on to the 1 hour. Do we have it? Do we have it? Yes, we do, man. Slightly less, right? Alright, so check this out, right? We're going from a high to a higher high with slightly less positive momentum. Again, this can keep on building and really destroy this divergence. But right now we do have it, and I just got to point it out. We're starting to move down. A chance we could start to stagnate from this divergence. Again, keep on watching it as it develops. Now where are we at? 67, 68, so we're higher. We don't have that on the RSI. Sitting bought at 61.86. Now, okay, so Bitcoin Jake now lives in a renovated office that is an apartment now, and shares electricity with a metal and welding shop. So it probably consumes a lot of electricity as well. Alrighty, so what else? I think that's it for this. Yeah, if you guys want to look at another asset, let me know. I'm just going to look real quick at gold and silver. This market's already open. I want to see how the movement is coming in. Man, really? Like, remember how I said silver was going to get up here? We're developing divergence, right? Just keep on watching it. We're getting this really nice run to that 17 area. We already had the 17 area. So again, you know, we could start looking for a recovery to 18, maybe 19 cents. Beautiful, beautiful, man. Again, silver still within this range, right? That $17 to $14 area. Just keep on watching it. It's sitting overbought at 76.12. What's happening with gold? Also climbing, right? Look at this. Beautiful, man. Beautiful movement. We still have this bearish divergence coming in on gold. But again, 1,760, right? Getting a very good run right now. 1.14%. It's not a lot, but for gold, it is a good movement, right? That's pretty sweet, man. If your landlord is okay with that, that's pretty cool. Let's set up a mining facility at Bitcoin Jake's office or apartment. Like, let's get a farm, dude, in your house, man. Then he will like really go insane once he sees the bill, man. Anyways, divergence, potential movement to the downside, right? I want to look at. I'm not gonna look at anything else. Markets are still closed. The US 30 is open. That would be the Dow. I want to look at that real quick. Where are we at here, man? Again, trying to get above the 20, right? That's it. If this manages to go up by the time we open, the opening bell comes in, the Dow could gain. Right now, it's up to 157 points. Just wait and see how this keeps on going, you know, and that'll be it. You don't have enough outlets. Okay. What else, man? What else? Let's look at Bitcoin futures. Did we gap? No, we didn't. Right, the 15th, the 18th. Look at this. We didn't gap. We actually moved down slightly. And moving up today, don't have cleared whatever, right? So again, no gapage like we had here. Remember when I told you that all gaps needed to be closed? We did move up. We closed it afterwards. We got some pullback, and right now we're still trying to go up. So again, nice stuff happening here on Bitcoin, right? Again, so I'm glad we didn't have any gapage. Something that's worrying me here is that we did gap from here to here, right? So again, we could pull back down to this area on a wick and then maybe rally again. There just could be something that could happen on Bitcoin. Again, potentially with the divergence that we're getting at, we could probably get that movement to the downside, wick here, and then try to rally, right? And that wick would be at 9,380. Alrighty, so I've talked about Bitcoin, I've talked about Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple or XRP, Binance. I'm gonna go look at DVT, guys. Maybe you guys are not into like the small worth projects. Again, it's one that I'm looking for, and I know Bitcoin Jake's into it as well, so that's why I'm gonna do the analysis for this, right? I'm not even sure if you can see the whole screen here. You might be missing the sorry guys, I'm trying to see this on a very, very tiny screen here on the side, and I'm really trying to make sure that you can see everything that I'm looking at here. Awesome, there we go. Alrighty, such a shame that I cannot really bring this much higher and not look at this upper part. So what do we have here, man, on the daily, right? We're still trying to climb. Again, indecision going on. The positive momentum, right, going lower again. Remember how we said we had potential? Man, gotta make this slightly larger for this sidebar to come in. There we go. Again, going like that, right, to a higher point, and coming down, right, like this. So again, make something so you can see it. Maybe this was a little bit more visible. Right, so we're creating bearish divergence, right? Sitting bought on the RSI at 69.91, almost overbought. So again, chances that this position could be a big turnoff and the market could go down are there. Man, I'm thinking about canceling my position and maybe opening a new one at a lower price. Man, should I? I think I'm gonna wait it out a little bit, see how this keeps on playing out. Let's go to the 4 hours. So high, lower high, less positive momentum, lower on the RSI, nothing here on the 4 hours. I think we've talked about this before, right? I remember how I talked about tightening yesterday, and I even drew I think it was on the 1 hour chart. I drew a triangle that was coming from, it was going like this, and then on the bottom it was going like this. And I told you we could be breaking out soonish. We did break to the upside. We're retesting these areas. There's a chance we could try to bounce off this triangle, and that would be about it, right? Other than that, I don't have much to go on here. Except that are we going higher? No, we're going to the same height, right? All right, we do have a bearish divergence developing. It's not letting me drop that there. So you're moving sideways. And we're moving lower, right? We have hidden bearish divergence, potential action to the downside, and we did move down on the 1 hour, right? But again, we didn't move to the 5 area. We did move to the 5.2. I'm waiting for this to come down. Again, debating whether or not I should keep my position open or try to buy it at a lower price. Neutral on the RSI at 46.7. That's it for this. Set this back up here again. Let's go here. Alrighty. Oh, so that was weird. Shifted my. There we go. What else? If you guys want to look at something else, let me know. Otherwise, that's probably gonna be a stream for tonight. Again, if you guys like what we do, hit that like, that bell, and that sub, right, to be notified when we go live. Also, you can follow us on Twitter at the State of Grip 1. Do I short Bitcoin? No, dude. I usually don't like to short. Look. You can, right? I'm just not. I don't know. I usually don't like the shorting, in general, right? There's huge risk of the market going the opposite way and getting liquidated. Do I use Dudex? No, I believe Bitcoin Jakes uses Dudex, and he's told me about it before. But like I said, for me, I'm not much into shorting. I usually add on to my position and increase it, and trade with my position instead of shorting and longing. If like longing with leverage is different, right? But when you add on to your position, you're basically going long on Bitcoin, right? Because you're buying Bitcoin because you believe the price is going to go higher. So in effectiveness, when I add on to my Bitcoin position, I'm long in Bitcoin. I'm just not using a leverage or anything else. So I just gain like 1-to-1, right? I'm not using like any amount of leverage for trading. I don't like using leverage. It could be good, but I had friends that have gotten wrecked really bad, and let's say I'm not risk averse. I just believe sometimes it could be an unnecessary risk, and for a lot of people, it's if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get wrecked. Even people that know what they're doing get wrecked sometimes. So you gotta have a good strategy, right? And that implies that you know how to trade already. So if you know how to trade and you have a good strategy, you can probably start shorting and longing and put your strategy at test there, right? Test your strategy. But if you don't have a strategy and you just want to start longing and shorting, you're probably gonna get wrecked hardcore and you can lose all of your money. So be careful if you're gonna short or long the market. And yeah, Bitcoin Jake is over 0.1 Bitcoin in profit, and he started with less than 0.1 Bitcoin. He started with he's made a lot of dough on long in Bitcoin, right? So again, for me, it's just I much rather add Bitcoin and hold Bitcoin, like real Bitcoin, instead of just doing like along with a contract that I'm really not holding Bitcoin. It's just an options contract. It is like Bitcoin, you're right. You're betting on the price of Bitcoin, but you're really not holding the Bitcoin in the end. You're just trading contracts, right, that are Bitcoin based. So again, it makes the market, it inflates the market because when you buy there or sell there, you're not really affecting the real price of Bitcoin. You're just betting on where the price of Bitcoin is going to go on the future, right? And here, when you buy Bitcoin on an actual exchange, you're really holding the Bitcoin, right? That is your coin, not just a representation of Bitcoin or a contract traded on Bitcoin, right? So again, that's one of the differences. That's one of the reasons that when I say I long Bitcoin, it's because I'm holding Bitcoin, but physically holding Bitcoin, right? And I'm going long in a position, right? I mean, it means I have an outlook that the market's going to be positive long term, and I'm going to make a profit on that. I just don't long options, right? Yeah, let's leave it at that. Or short options. I don't like shorting. But yeah, so if there's nothing else, man. But thank you, Troy, for bringing that out, and thank you, Bitcoin Jake, for telling him about the decks as well. If you have any questions, I'm pretty sure if you can put them on the chat, maybe Bitcoin Jake can answer some of them regarding Dudex. But for me, I might start using it. I'm not sure, man. I usually don't like longing and shorting in general, right? Or puts and calls maybe, but not shorting and longing, right? Because puts and calls are a little bit different, right? You can really take position of Bitcoin on a put or a call when it executes at a certain price. It could also sometimes be a representation of Bitcoin, but in the end, you can exercise that option and really buy that Bitcoin at that price target that you have, or at the strike price that you place, right? And it's a way that you can hedge against a position, right? Anyways, I think that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for joining us. This is Theater Crypto. I'm your host, Martin. It has been a pleasure being here with you guys tonight on this awesome Sunday night. I hope you had a great time. I had a great time. Thank you for being here, man. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. This channel wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, and you guys kept coming back. So, thank you guys for joining. Thank you for being here tonight. I'll catch you tomorrow, Monday, for another edition of Theater Crypto. I guess we'll say until then, right? So, until then.